All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome in. So the first half of the 2022 draft order is locked in. It is set in stone. Now, of course, we still have that one game tonight between the Chargers and the Raiders. It should be awesome. Winner gets into the playoffs, as we all know. And then, of course, we do have those playoff matchups. But the first half of the draft is here. It's official. Let's take a look at the top 10. So in back-to-back seasons, the Jacksonville Jaguars finished with the first overall draft pick, okay, ending the season at 3-14. By the way, they actually finished the season on a high, beating the Indianapolis Colts, knocking them out of the playoffs. Feels good for the Jags fans. Up next at spot number 2, finishing 3-13-1, we have the Detroit Lions. At 3, the Houston Texans at 4-13. At spot number 4, our New York Jets. At 5, the New York Giants, also at 4-13. At 6, Carolina Panthers at 5-12. 7, originally owned by the Chicago Bears, but now the New York Giants because of the Justin Fields trade. Sitting there at 6-11. Spot number 8, the Atlanta Falcons, 7-10. 9, Denver Broncos, also 7-10. And then at spot number 10, originally owned by the Seattle Seahawks, we have the New York Jets, finishing at 7-10. Okay. All in all, this is crazy. We take a look at where the Jets are right now, 4-10. I know that Seattle pick, all the Jets fans really wanted those two top 5 picks, something absolutely insane, but I'm going to say this. Who would have thought that the Seattle Seahawks, maybe you saw it coming, I personally didn't. I can't speak for everybody, but I did not see the Seattle Seahawks finishing within the top 10. If you would have told me before the season started, hey, that Seahawks pick is going to be in the top 10, I would have said, sign me up right now. Sign me up. So again, of course, you want that higher Seattle pick. You wish it could be a little higher, but at the end of the day, it is in the top 10, and that is a luxury in and of itself. Let's take a look at the other rounds. So in the second round, we have 35 and 38. By the way, that's the 3rd pick in the second round and the 6th pick in the second round. Round 3, we have the 69th overall pick, which is 5th overall in that round. Round 4, 2 4th-round picks. The first sitting at 108, which is originally owned by the Carolina Panthers because of the Sam Darnold trade. And then 114, originally owned by the Minnesota Vikings because of the Chris Herndon trade. Round 5, 144, and then 159, originally owned by the Pittsburgh Steelers. And then, of course, no 6th-round pick or 7th-round pick. I'm looking at this Jets draft order. My God, we have something so valuable here. These assets could literally change the trajectory of this franchise. 2 wins last year, 4 wins this year. This is the offseason where we really take that leap forward. I mean, picks like that, a lot of those picks can come in and be day 1 starters. We have tons of holes on this team. Think about it. Kayvon Thibodeaux, Aidan Hutchinson, Evan Neal, Kyle Hamilton, Derek Stingley, Devin Lloyd, Tyler Linderbaum, Sauce Gardner, Garrett Wilson, Jameson Williams, Alabama, George Karlaftis, Purdue, Ekem, NC State. All of those players would come in and be an upgrade. They would be day 1 starters on this football team. Let's talk about round 2. Some of the guys that could fall: Drake London, wide receiver USC, Daxton Hill, Chris Olave, Jermaine Johnson, who else? Jahan Dotson, maybe Jaquan Brisker falls from Penn State, maybe Kenyon Green falls, guard from Texas A&M, Darian Kennard, guard from Kentucky. There are so many options in this upcoming draft class for the Jets' needs. It's oddly enough, it's almost tailored for the Jets' needs. This is the one year that the Jets aren't really looking for a quarterback, and this is kind of the draft that there isn't really that much excitement surrounding the quarterback class. We have our running back in Michael Carter. Maybe we go add another guy in Breece Hall, round 3 if he falls that far. We have wide receivers in, hopefully Braxton Berrios gets extended, but Corey Davis will be on the roster. Elijah Moore will be on the roster. We need to add that one more explosive guy. Tight end is another position. Isaiah Likely, Coastal Carolina, Trey McBride, Colorado State, Charlie Kohler, Iowa State. There are so many options here. So many options that would come in and actually contribute, not just be buried on the depth chart and we're all kind of hoping that they get in the game. These guys would all come in and make plays. I seriously believe that. So the bottom line is this. The Jets are set up beautifully for the future, but at the end of the day, they are just draft picks. This front office has to nail these picks. We look at Joe Douglas's first class. It's a little shaky. Some of these, like Jabari Zuniga, Ashton Davis, James Morgan's off the roster. Unfortunately, we had the whole injury with Cam Clark, which is extremely unfortunate. But there are a lot of swings and misses in that class. Of course, they're all still young players, but as of right now, you know, it's looking like there's a lot of whiffs in the 2020 class, but the 2021 class, completely different story. Again, Elijah Moore looks like he's going to be a core piece moving forward. Same with Michael Carter, Zach Wilson, AVT. Awesome stuff. By the way, I should throw this in there. Bryce Hall was in that 2020 class. I don't want to just exclude him out of the mix because he's actually turning in to a reliable, consistent, dependable starting outside corner. I feel good about Bryce Hall moving forward, but we can look at Michael Carter in the slot, a late round pick out of Duke this year in the 2021 class. That is not only just starting right in the games along with Brandon Echols, our other starting outside corner, but these guys are actually making plays like at the NFL level. Okay, so to find value in the later rounds like that, it speaks volumes. So I know this team can do it, but it's up to the front office. It's up to the coaching staff to execute. We got to execute these picks here. But the good thing is there's a lot of options out there. So let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. I cannot wait for the NFL draft. I cannot. It's going to be so much fun this offseason, just, you know, talking about all the possibilities and this and that. It's going to be a blast. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. Let's get to this Chargers-Raiders game. Should be a blast. These win-and-you're-in games are absolutely just blood pumping. It gets the adrenaline going. So anyway, thanks so much for watching. And as always, go Jets.